If the human race is to survive, we must change the human mind, the driving force behind civilization. It is time that we explore how to base our way of life, not on economic growth driven by selfish desire, but with empathy and compassion. Yes, the economy can grow if we base it on empathy and compassion. You can develop a drug to cure a child in third world countries and still make money. But you would be motivated not by selfish desire, but by empathy to that child. His Holiness, Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th, came to Hollywood with the mission to initiate a new culture and civilization based on empathy and compassion. Greed and excessive desire should be replaced by empathy and compassion. Only empathy and compassion are the answer to current problems we have in the environment, our lives, and economy. His Holiness, Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th, in his commitment to create a new civilization based on empathy and compassion, pledged not to have two things: a piece of land and a bank account. Whatever he has, he devotes to humanity. He is a leader called upon by other leaders to lead, not by words, but by example. Now is the time when we need a culture that emphasizes development propelled not by greed and excessive desire, but by empathy and compassion to fellow human beings. Only individuals who base their lives on empathy and practice gratefulness and meditation every day can experience inner peace. This is the mission His Holiness, Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th came to fulfill. He came to Los Angeles to initiate the Inner Peace movement. He came to appoint the ambassadors of inner peace.
세계 모든 인류에게 마음의 평화를 전달하는 특별 대사로 에드와드를 선정했습니다.
I appoint Edvard Akopyan as the ambassador of Large of Inner Peace to spread the message of inner peace throughout the world.
에드와드를 통해서 앞으로 33인의 대사를 홍보대사를 임명하도록 위촉합니다.
Through Edvard, I also will appoint 33 people to be ambassadors of peace in U.S. in each field: entertainment, business, and politics.
Okay.
Thank you.
주니어 에드와드에게 마음의 평화 청년 대사로 특별 대사로 임명하겠습니다.
Why did he choose Los Angeles and Hollywood as the place of proclamation? Art creates culture, and culture creates civilization. Art is the expression of the human feeling of happiness and sadness, satisfaction and frustration, love and indifference. Hollywood is the place where these diverse feelings are being expressed and being spread throughout the world. Hollywood creates modern art and modern culture, and by doing so, Hollywood creates the modern civilization. Therefore, Hollywood is in a very responsible position. It is a place where the software of current civilization is being created. And unfortunately, that software is left most of the time in the hands of people who pursue greed, not empathy. His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th came to Hollywood to initiate new art, culture, and civilization that will value empathy towards fellow human beings, gratefulness, and meditation, a culture of inner peace. Educating children is the most important task we have to fulfill in order to have world peace. Therefore, His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th is initiating the construction of Good and Evil Theme Park, where children can experience, in virtual reality, how their behaviors and actions will influence their own life, environment, and the world around them now and in the afterlife. A world where everyone and everything is connected. Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th is a prominent spiritual leader. His Holiness Dalai Lama presented Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th the original Sanskrit of Tibet. It is the first time in history when the original Sanskrit of Tibet is moved to another country, not by means of force, but by donation. His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th received the title of saint from Sri Lanka's Buddhism. That title is given once in 100 years to the most prominent Buddhist leader in the world. The tradition dates back 2,000 years. His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th is also widely accepted in China, where Buddhism has a strong foundation and a membership base. In addition to that, the World Buddhist Organization, the World Buddhist Sangha Council, appointed Supreme Monk Seok Kasan with the rights to hold the first World Buddhism Culture Expo and Congress in 2016. After decades and decades of preparation, His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th now steps forward to create a new culture and civilization that will bring inner peace to people and will lay foundation for world peace. Now, after the rigorous process of choosing the ambassadors of inner peace, His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th will teach them personally the secret to inner peace and will bestow them with the mission to become the ambassadors who will spread a culture of inner peace throughout the world. Only people who have inner peace are able to bring the world peace. His Holiness Supreme Monk Seok Kasan the 8th knows the secret to inner peace. He devoted many decades of his life to find and practice inner peace. Now he shares it with all humanity. Only a world that is full of people who are not motivated by their greed or religious doctrines, but instead pursues inner peace that comes from compassion to fellow human beings, gratefulness and meditation can bring true peace for this and future generations.